Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Speak English Together. This is not a lesson you need to finish. This is not something you need to remember perfectly. This is simply a place where every minute you listen makes your English a little stronger. I'm Emma, and I'm really happy you're here.
Hi, Emma, and hello to everyone listening. Before we talk about today's topic, I want to say something important. If you're listening while walking, resting, cooking, or doing something quiet, you're already learning. You don't need to stop. You don't need to take notes. Just listening is enough.
Yes, every sound you hear, every sentence you follow, every moment you stay with the conversation is helping your brain get used to English.
Learning a language doesn't always feel like progress, but progress is still happening.
Today's conversation is for people who feel tired of studying, for people who try very hard but still feel stuck.
It's also for people who think, maybe I'm not good at English. If you've ever thought that, this conversation is for you.
John, today's topic feels very personal.
Yes, it's something I didn't understand for a long time.
What are we talking about today?
We're talking about the day I realized I was learning English wrong. Not wrong because I didn't care, not wrong because I didn't try, wrong because I misunderstood what learning really is.
Before we go deeper, let's explain one important word. The word is realize.
To realize means to suddenly understand something, usually after confusion, usually after time.
It's not fast understanding. It's quiet understanding.
I want to take you back to the beginning. When I first decided to improve my English, I was very motivated. I told myself, this time I'll do it properly. So I did what many learners do. I bought books, I downloaded apps, I watched grammar videos. Every day I studied. At first it felt good. I felt responsible. I felt serious. I felt like I was doing something important. But after a few weeks, something strange happened. I felt tired. Not physically, mentally. I would open my book and feel heavy inside. I would read rules and feel pressure. I would memorize sentences and forget them the next day. And the worst part was this. When someone spoke to me in English, my mind went blank. I remember standing in a store once trying to answer a simple question. The words were in my book. I knew them, but they wouldn't come out. I felt embarrassed. I felt slow. I felt disappointed in myself.
That feeling is so common. Many learners believe that if they study hard enough, speaking will come automatically. But speaking is not a reward for studying. It's a skill that grows differently. And when it doesn't grow, people blame themselves.
Yes, I believed something very strongly. I believed that learning English meant studying harder. More rules, more correction, more effort. I thought, if I struggle, it means I'm learning. But one night, that belief broke. Not loudly, not dramatically. Quietly. It was late in the evening. I had studied for more than an hour. My head hurt. My eyes were tired. I closed my book, and for the first time, I didn't feel guilty. I sat there and thought, I don't enjoy this. That sentence scared me, because I wanted to learn English, but I didn't want to feel bad every day. Then a quiet question came to my mind. What if learning doesn't have to hurt? I had never asked that before.
That question is very important. Many people think learning must be difficult to be real. But children don't learn like that. They learn by listening, by repeating, by being surrounded by language.
That question is very important. Many people think learning must be difficult to be real. But children don't learn like that. They learn by listening, by repeating, by being surrounded by language. Instead of studying, I listened. Not to lessons, not to explanations, just people talking. I didn't understand everything, but I understood more than I expected. And something felt different. English didn't feel like a problem. It felt like sound, like rhythm, like life. For the first time, English felt human.
That moment is important because many listeners feel pressure when they learn English. But language grows better in calm moments. Listening without stress is not lazy. It's powerful.
That day changed how I learned, but I didn't understand everything yet. I was only at the beginning of a bigger realization.
So, John, in the first part, you talked about the moment you stopped studying and started listening instead. I think many listeners are wondering what happened after that. Did you feel confident right away?
No, not at all. Listening felt better. It felt calmer. But inside, I was still unsure. Part of me enjoyed it. Another part of me kept asking, is this really learning, or am I just relaxing? I was afraid I was wasting time. I continued listening anyway. Some days I listened carefully. Other days, English was just playing in the background, while I cooked, while I cleaned, while I walked. I didn't check my progress. I didn't test myself. And strangely, that's when things started to change. One afternoon, I noticed something surprising. I was listening to a conversation, not a lesson, just people talking, and suddenly, I understood the idea. Not every word, not every sentence, but the meaning came without translation.
That's a very important moment.
Yes. Before that, my brain worked like this. English, my language, meaning. But that day, meaning came directly. It felt lighter, faster, more natural.
That's because your brain was learning patterns. A pattern is something that repeats. Your brain loves patterns. It learns sounds, rhythm, and structure before it understands rules.
Exactly. English started to feel less like math and more like music. You don't study music to enjoy it. You listen, you feel it, and one day you join in.
That's a beautiful comparison. I want to share my own mistake too. For a long time, I believed that stopping to understand every word was good learning. I paused videos constantly. I checked dictionaries. I wrote long lists. My listening was broken into pieces.
One day, I decided not to pause. Even when I didn't understand a sentence, I let it continue. At first, it felt uncomfortable. I felt nervous. But slowly, my brain relaxed. And when the brain relaxes, learning speeds up.
That's such an important point. Learning English requires comfort with not understanding everything. Confusion doesn't mean failure, it means growth.
Even though my listening improved, speaking still scared me. I worried about mistakes, about sounding slow, about being judged. So I avoided speaking. I told myself, I'll speak when I'm ready.
Many learners wait for ready. But ready is not a moment, it's a process. Speaking grows from familiarity, not perfection.
One day, something small happened again. Someone asked me a question in English, and I answered. It wasn't perfect, but it came out naturally. I surprised myself. That moment felt better than any grammar test I ever passed, because it was real.
And that's how confidence grows. Not in big jumps, but in small, honest moments. If you want to start speaking, you don't need long sentences. Simple phrases are enough. I think so. I'm not sure. I understand. These small phrases build big confidence.
When I look back now, I can see the mistake clearly. I was trying to control English instead of living with it. I wanted to be correct before I was comfortable.
Many learners think they are bad at English, but most of them are just learning in a stressful way. Listening is not passive, it's powerful.
That's why we love having these conversations. They remind us that learning English doesn't need to feel heavy. If listening like this helps you feel calmer, you're always welcome here. Some listeners choose to subscribe so these quiet moments stay part of their routine.
And if this conversation feels useful, a like is a gentle way to support us. We really appreciate it. I want to say something important to everyone listening. If your English feels slow, it doesn't mean you're failing. Growth often happens quietly. You notice it later, not in the moment.
Yes, progress whispers. It doesn't shout. One day you'll understand a sentence without thinking. One day you'll respond naturally. And that's when you realize this has been working all along.
Learning English is not about becoming perfect. It's about becoming comfortable. Comfortable with listening, comfortable with mistakes, comfortable with yourself.
If you remember one thing from today, remember this. Every small moment of listening counts, even this one.
Thank you for spending this time with us.
Be patient with your English
Be kind to yourself.
and keep listening.
We'll talk again soon.
Bye for now.